Hey, welcome back to Living in Minnesota. My name is Joe Carmack, and today I'm going to take you on a tour of Andover, Minnesota. So Andover is one of our smaller cities. We're in Anoka County, and this is right on the north side of Minneapolis by about 25 miles. The city's got about 32,000 people, so it's really not a huge area here, but it's definitely been growing a lot as everything is expanding northwards out of Minneapolis. So there's a lot of theories about how Andover got its name, but the main myth is that there was a train that someone saw fall over off the tracks down into a swamp, and it rolled over and over and over. And so the story apparently goes, Andover is how it got its name. So I'm not sure if any of that myth is true, but the city was originally organized in about 1857, and it was under Round Lake Township was what it was originally called. And then because of rapid growth in the 70s, in 1972, they officially established it as an actual city and gave it the name Andover. One fun fact about Andover is actually that a girl named Maddie Rooney was from Andover High School right down the road, and she was on the U.S. Olympic team and won gold in 2018. All right, let's break down some quick stats for you for Andover, Minnesota. So we've got median income in Andover is about $104,000, and the median home value is about $420,000. You're gonna see, as well as the rent's at $1,655, so those are gonna be, again, slightly above the average for the Minnesota Metro right now. 91% of adult residents in Andover own their home, and Andover is actually ranked the number 5 city in Anoka County. So Andover isn't necessarily a town itself that's known for any major shopping centers right here, but they do have a really big Target and then a brand new Walmart across the road that's maybe 5 years old that they just put that in. So it's got those, it's got a ton of little shopping, several little strip malls throughout. But what's really cool about Andover is you're really close to everything else. So you've got Blaine, which is of course a much bigger city to the south side on one side, and then you've also got Coon Rapids as well. So then that's got Riverdale shopping over there. So if you're in this area, you might not come to Andover specifically for its shopping, but you know, like Riverdale is massive. They've got Kohl's, they've got another Target, another Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, and then tons of little stores. So there's tons and tons of shopping all throughout the Andover area. So there are plenty of cool things to do in Andover. A couple of things that during the winter are really nice. They've got the bowling alley and they've got the movie theater as well. And this theater, they've got the recliner chairs they just put in. So our family loves coming up, getting a $5 movie on Tuesdays at Andover Cinema. And then there's also the YMCA, which is just up the road. So again, during the winter, it's hard to find stuff to do that's indoors, but you can go up there. They've got the pool and a bunch of stuff for the family at the YMCA. Also in Andover is really cool. They do a big family fest right around the 4th of July every year. So there's a parade, there's a street dance, fireworks, all kinds of cool stuff that's going around. There's even a 5K run, I think, during that family fest over 4th of July weekend. All right, so come check this out. We've got tons of different parks and trails that are all throughout Andover, more than you actually might expect, even for those of us that live around here. So over on the west side, you've got Round Lake, which is one of the main roads. This is again coming up from Riverdale area, which is down here. Kelsey Lake Park has got about 2 miles of paved trails all around there. And again, it's right next to Round Lake. So there's tons of different outdoor parks, beach things to do at Round Lake. And then also if we come to the opposite side here, you can see over on the Coon Rapids south side, we've got Bunker Lake. So this is a huge area. If you're not familiar with Bunker Hills Park, they've got, I mean, everything. So it's one of the oldest oak savannas, actually, one of the last ones in Minnesota, which is kind of a fun fact. And so you can go like horseback riding all throughout there. They've got disc golf through there. It does have a golf course. I'm not necessarily a super huge golf pro, but I've been to the course and it is pretty nice with a really nice clubhouse there. There's also Bunker Beach, bunch of trails. I think they got like 10 miles of trails. So it's definitely one of the most known areas in the North Metro with Bunker Hills right there. So Andover is part of the Anoka-Hennepin School District. So this is one of the huge school districts in our area, AH11 it's called. So if you look at it on niche.com, Andover school districts are overall an A- rating, so they're definitely above average. We've actually got our kids in Hennepin as well, and we really like the school district. So really cool district. They've really got three main public schools here. So you've got Andover Elementary, Oakview Middle School, and then Andover High School. So the elementary school, A rating, middle school, A- rating, and the high school as well is A-. So all very good schools. A little bit more on the specifics for Andover schools. The elementary school rated A for academics and teachers. It was rated B for diversity. Fun thing about Andover's elementary school is actually ranked number 2 for the best public elementary schools in Anoka County. So that's a pretty cool fact. Oakville Middle School was rated A- overall, A- in academics, and then an A for teachers, B- in diversity. Oakview is ranked number 3 as the best public middle schools in Anoka County. As far as Andover High School, go Huskies, except for not, because Coon Rapids Cardinals are way better. But as far as Andover High School goes, they were given A- overall, A- for academics and teachers, B- for sports, B+ for college prep, but only a C+ for diversity. If you're looking for private and charter type of schools, Andover does have some really good options in and around the city of Andover. First, you've got Legacy Christian Academy, which is one of the really big, well-known Christian schools in the area. You've also got Pax Charter Schools, which are close by. They're actually opening up a new location here soon in Ramsey, supposedly. And then you've also got Da Vinci Academy, which is over in Blaine. All right, let's talk real estate in Andover, Minnesota. So this is one of the more modest neighborhoods. This is Foxberry Farms. Homes in this area were built generally in about the 80s and 90s kind of a time frame. So you're gonna see lots of split entry homes. So if you're not familiar with those, they're very common in Minnesota in kind of that median, a little bit older price point of homes. This is where you'll walk into the home, and typically right away you'll go up or down half a flight of stairs versus a traditional 2-story where you're all on the main level and then you go up a full flight or down a full flight. So that's what you're gonna see as far as style of homes. There are typically 2-car garages or maybe a third, and then these are gonna be about a 1/4 acre of a lot typically, again with the median price point. And that's about $340,000 right now for this neighborhood in Andover. All right, so let's take a look at one of the coolest neighborhoods in Andover. So this is the Shadowbrook Neighborhood. A few things I love about this area. First of all, they've got really big lots. So most of them here are like half an acre plus, which is really cool. If you're not familiar, most all of Minnesota is gonna be more like a 1/4 of an acre. So you definitely get a little more space, a little more land out here. The houses are obviously huge. They're very nice homes. Most of this is new construction. So this is just a few years old. And then they're also building right here. So you can actually build a new home right now. If you're looking at something that's existing, that's gonna be more like $500,000 to $600,000 typically. Most of the things in this area though are gonna be 600 plus, and then for the new construction they're putting in, it's about $740,000 right now. So very big, nice homes, obviously very more modern style. The big lots, you got 3 to 4 car garage typically, as opposed to the other parts of Andover only gonna be like 2-car garage. Typically you're gonna see about 2,000 to 3,000 square foot starting footage for these types of homes. They're gonna be maintenance-free siding, brick exteriors, some of the nicer features. These are gonna be primarily also 1-stories or 2-story homes. Almost all of them are 2 stories, but what you're not going to see in this type of neighborhood compared to the more modest Andover neighborhoods are going to be the split entry homes. So split entries had their place back in the day. They're not making those nearly as much anymore because people really love the big 2 stories.